Hi guys! So this video is going to be about baby proofing, since if you're gonna have a baby, one of the main things you have to do is baby proof. And one of my main things that I completely believe in is knowledge is power. And if you are researching things and looking up things and like asking people for their experience with things is really important when you're having a kid, because this thing right here is destructive. So this is just gonna be the basic baby proofing for a child up to I'm just gonna say up to a year old, because she's almost 1, so I don't want to speak for kids beyond that, because I don't know what other kind of things they can get into. So from birth to 12 months old, there are several things that you need to do to baby proof your house. One, as soon as your baby becomes mobile, you need to look around your house, find everything that has a sharp corner, such as tables and any kind of furniture that has a sharp corner. Fireplaces have a sharp corner. Just like anything, you can imagine what would be sharp. You need to find those, and you need to take them out of the room or find some kind of way to cover them. We took all of our sharp corners out of all the rooms that she plays in, and we replaced them with things with round corners. So like a table, I don't know, we used to have a good example, but we don't have it in here anymore. But some like tables and stuff, they're like this, as opposed to the ones that are like this. So it doesn't have to be like literally a round table, but it can just have a rounded edge. Another thing that you need to baby proof is the plugs. You might not think of it when your baby's just playing around in here, but if you're not looking, your baby can go up there and stick its teeny tiny little finger into the plug and shock themselves, and that would be really bad. So what we got these from Babies R Us. Here, let me see if you guys can see. There. Sorry, my camera's connected to something, so I don't want to move it. So something's plugged into it right now, but let me show you guys how that works. Okay, so basically there's no hole. Like how you see this, it's not a hole. Right here is just the wall. And in order to plug something in, you have to move it to the side and then plug it in. So it's a lot harder for babies to get their fingers stuck. And the plugs they can eventually learn to pull out, while these they can't. They can only learn to move it, and it just slides right back. So to plug it in, you just go like this and move it over, and then you plug it in like that. Another thing you need to think of while baby proofing your house is which rooms they can access, aka buy a baby gate. We let Lilia play in our living room, which is the room I'm in right now, and her room and my room, and that's pretty much all. Sometimes if we're right next to her, we'll let her go play in the dining room with us while we're in there, but we'll only leave her, not that we leave her alone at all, but I mean, we'll only walk away from her for a second if she's in here. I don't know what my baby gate is called, but we have 3 different baby gates, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the baby gates and how they work. Alright, so this is our first baby gate, and this one's my favorite. You can connect it into the wall, or you can just have it be pressure. You just use the pressure because of where it is right here, and that blocks off all of this area, all of the things that she should not get into. Lilia! Are you watching TV? You got the remote? Yeah? Okay, turn it down. Alright, so this one is my favorite baby gate, and we got it from Babies R Us, I believe. Can play in there? Oh, you want your food? Okay, here you go. This one, you lift up. Well, you're supposed to pull this over and then lift the baby gate up like that, but really you don't need to use this, so you can just lift it up. And I also like it because down there it has those things, and so a lot of the times I just lift it up with my foot to get in and out. And it's kind of heavy, so the baby wouldn't be able to lift it up and get in. The second one is the baby gate to Lilia's room. So this one I don't like because it's really loud and it's really hard to press down on the footstool thing. But so this one you have to step right here, and then it can swing either way. And then when you close it though, it's really loud. And so when I'm trying to put her to sleep, I have to do this all really quietly. So this one's my second favorite out of the 3 that we have. And I think we also got this one, or actually, well, it's the first year's, if that helps. We either got it from Target or Babies R Us. I don't know which one. And our third baby gate, say hi.
Hi.
Is Even Flow, and I really hate this one because I cannot figure it out for my life. So I guess what you have to do is you press these buttons right here, and then you have to press down really hard. Oh, okay, yes, I can do it. You have to press down really hard to open it, and that's just really hard for me. But it is quieter. And this one's like plastic instead of metal right here, and then right here is metal. And this one can also, I believe it can be pressure or drilled into the wall, but I'm not really sure. But this one's really hard. Like, if you can see the button, it's like one of those buttons that are just annoying. You have to press it on both sides, and then you press it down. And that one can also swing both ways. Hi, cutie. Another thing that you need to think of while baby proofing, and this is mostly just for their room or wherever their crib is their crib. As soon as they are showing signs of being able to sit up, you need to lower their crib, because I know we all think that it could never happen to our kids, and hopefully it never does happen to any of our kids, but if that baby learned how to sit up and pull itself up in one night, the night that you happen to not lower your crib, the baby could fall out, and that'd be really bad. And as soon as they learn to pull themselves up, you need to lower it again. So just don't forget that you do have to lower your crib from when your baby is a newborn. And just because that kind of slipped my mind for a little bit, my mom reminded me that we have to lower our crib. So lower your crib. So the next thing you need to think about when you're baby proofing your house is making sure that you don't leave any small objects. Anything the size or smaller than the size of a baby's throat. Like, make sure you leave any coins, like screws and stuff, any nails, any small toys, any pieces to something. Like, you know how there's just like that random rubber piece that nobody knows what it goes to? Like, make sure those are all nowhere to be found in a room that the baby's going to be in. And also remember, if you have something that has a little rubber piece or something that can come off really easily, remove it and replace it with something permanent that cannot come off. The baby can very easily figure out how to pull it off and put it in its mouth and then choke on it, and that would be really bad. Also, keep all cleaners, vitamins, any kind of medicine, anything up above to where you only adults can reach it, so nowhere low. Like, I'd say probably anywhere to where you have to reach up to get it, because if that baby got into those poisonous cleaners, that would be all bad. A lot of people will just keep their cleaners under the sink. Well, that's not a good idea if you have a baby around. Plants, you have to think about if you have any household plants, make sure that they're up high, or if they're bigger plants, make sure that the baby can't pull them over and then for it to fall on top of them. You also want to make sure that you don't have any lamps or bookshelves or anything that's tall that a baby could grab onto. Make sure it's sturdy and that the baby can't pull itself up and then have it accidentally fall over, because that would be really bad. So make sure that all your lamps are sturdy and all of anything that's tall. Like, you might have to bolt it down or just like get a different one in general, because it just takes that one time for that baby for you to walk away for 1 second. Okay, so those are just the main things that I think about when I'm baby proofing my house, and I'm sure there's one or two that I missed, but I'm just looking around trying to think of things off the top of my head. So hopefully you guys all decide to baby proof your house, because it can be deadly if you don't. Other than that, I will talk to you guys later. Bye!